I'm here with Eric Enge. It's a pleasure to be here with you this afternoon, Eric.
Thank you, Manny.
Yeah, I'd like to start out just by getting a general background of how you got to where you are today and what path you took.
Well, like most things in my career, I fell into it by accident. I had a company called Stone Temple Consulting then too that was doing business development consulting, and suddenly a good friend of mine brought me in to help him with his company, and what they actually needed was traffic and business from search engines. So we just began working on it for them, and then we figured out that business development is really hard, and search engine optimization was a lot easier to be successful, so we just started moving the whole company in that direction.
Gotcha. So I see that you moderated the session duplicate content, multiple site issues. What were some of the key takeaways from that session?
Well, I think there's a couple of things that I would emphasize for people. One that comes from Mikkel Demib Svensson's video streaming presentation that we got. But the bottom line is, it's a serious problem and you got to deal with it. You don't want to leave it in the hands of search engines to do a good job of unraveling your duplicate content, because they're imperfect. It's a software algorithm, and if they make the decision, it might not come out the way that you want it to come out. And the second major downside with the duplicate content is the time it spends crawling pages that are duplicate that it's never going to index. Okay, is time it's not spending crawling new content pages that you want it to index. So, especially if you have a large site, it can dramatically affect your traffic to resolve a duplicate content problem. So, in terms of one of the key aspects of the definition of duplicate content, what people don't realize is it doesn't mean identical pages, right? All the navigation and things get stripped out, and the really unique content per page is what they look at. And so that's the first thing to realize. And then the second thing to realize is that it's not even just that chunk of content needs to be identical. And I'll just give you a quick example. If you have a shoe site that allows you to sort your shoes by size or color, right? It's two different ways to sort, or price. 3 different ways to sort it, and you're showing the same set of shoes in all 3 sort orders, those are still duplicate pages, even though the layout and organization of the content is different.
Sure.
So that's kind of a very high-level summary of the whole session. But it was a good session.
Well put. Thank you. So what can we expect to take away from the track Black Hat, White Hat, and the best kept secrets about search that you're on?
Well, first of all, it should be really good entertainment.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, a lot of people have been telling me that, and we actually did a Webmaster Radio bit previewing it yesterday.
Oh, okay. The Kitty O'Shea's, or?
No, this was separate from the Kitty O'Shea's event, which we also did, but on the SEO Rockstar show. That made it clear it's going to be a pretty spirited discussion.
Cool.
But I think what people will get out of it who attended is, I think, a better sense of where the lines are, and how to think about practices which are low risk and practices which are higher risk or very high risk, and also some of the things that make it actually a really difficult problem, because you can do things that you think are okay that get perceived as not okay, and it's really good to understand that landscape.
Well, great. Thank you for taking the time to meet with us, Eric, and I look forward to coming to that session tomorrow.
All right, thank you, Manny.
Thanks.